Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Buhari's salary is 4 times less than that of some CBN, NPA workers. RMAFC speaks. Buhari's salary is 4 times less than that of some CBN, NPA workers. RMAFC speaks. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. According to the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission (RMAFC), President Muhammadu Buhari earns less than some public servants in some government agencies. Making the rather stunning revelation, RIMFC Chairman Mohammed Shehu said on Channels Television Sunrise Daily on Thursday that the salary of Mr. President is not up to 1,300,000 a month. The allowances of the president are factored into that salary. In 2008, that was considered a big money, but now there are people in the private sector and public sector that earn twice, 3 times, 4 times. More specifically, Mr. Shehu said some staff of government agencies like the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, the Nigerian Port Authority, NPA, and the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, amongst others, earn emoluments bigger than the president. He noted that the NPA is one of the agencies with high revenues in 2022, adding that the agency generated over 172 billion naira in the first half of 2022. Additionally, Mr. Shehu disclosed that Nigerians has about 17 different salary categories across several agencies. He therefore proposed the regularization of the salary schemes for the civil service, saying no public official should earn more than the president. What I was saying that time is that no public servant should earn salaries bigger than Mr. President. But we do have public servants that earn bigger than Mr. President. NCC, NIMASA, NPA, Central Bank of Nigeria is said. The RMAFC GL also said some government officials get as high as 500 million as their severance package, but the president gets 10 million after his tenure. Furthermore, he noted that his commission will soon implement the upward review of the salaries of judicial officers and subsequently review salaries of public officers to reflect current socio-economic realities. Asked whether the government can afford to increase salaries at the moment, he bemoaned the situation where some government agencies spend all the monies they generate, saying there are up to 7 trillion naira unremitted revenues in some agencies. He therefore tasked the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, to go after the culpable agencies. Mr. Shehu also urged the federal government to speedily implement the Steve Oronsaye report submitted over a decade ago in order to merge government ministries, departments, and agencies, MDAs performing similar functions as a way to cut governance costs. Meanwhile, Nigerian's Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, has assured Nigerians that Nigeria is not broke. Ahmed spoke on Thursday at the presentation of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration scorecard 2015 to 2023. The minister's comment come amid criticisms of the President Buhari administration for copious borrowings believed to have sapped the country's coffers dry. Data obtained from CBN's website showed that the federal government's debt through Ways and Means climbed from 117.5 trillion naira in December 2021 to 23.8 trillion naira in October 2022, an increase of 6.3 trillion naira in 10 months. These borrowings are currently not included in the country's total public debt, stock federal and state governments, which currently stands as 42.84 trillion naira. In July, the cost of serving debt surpassed the federal government retained revenue by 310 billion naira in the first 4 months of 2022. Ahmed had disclosed these while presenting the 2022 fiscal performance report for the period, saying that the federal government's total revenue was 1.63 trillion naira, while debt service gulped 1.94 trillion naira. Now I've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for